Hey, everyone. It is J&A from the Let's Get Loud podcast. Hello, Alicia.
Hello, Jose.
Whew. Do you think that there's going to be a lot of stories after this? Like, it's going to be like this, like tiny, tiny lines.
Once we get going, we get all fired up.
I know we do. And honestly, that's when I'd love to have new faces, new ears listening, because it's like, I just feel like we get better and better at like making people think. And it's like, it's always the same people because they keep listening, oh my God, I got this message. And obviously, if you're listening to this, like, so sweet. She's like, I have been following you guys for 10 years. And I said to my 10 years, I said to myself, it's either now or never. I'm joining their summer program. So she joined the summer program. And I'm like, and how is it so far? LOL. Cause I'm like, you've been watching us 10 years. She's like, fucking magical. She's like, and I saw that she like loved my like calorie deficit bootcamp live yesterday. So she's like watching videos. I'm like, that is the difference, you guys. Like, you think that watching us on social media where there's like a mix of like Noah in his underwear and like whatever that like that motivates you to like create our service? You know what I mean? Like, come on, that's not enough. No.
No, when people say like, oh, I'm doing the free version of Your Way Weight Loss, I'm like, I think that's incredible. And I'm really proud that we are having that impact on your life. That's amazing. But like, if you feel like you're getting value out of what we throw out on social media, imagine what's waiting for you inside.
Yeah. Because you miss things and like, there's a full course on, as a member that you're like, okay, this is where I learn stuff. Not just I hear one or two stories about, being motivated. Because I think this is what social media thinks of us, that we're motivating. Like we're peppy, we're like motivate them to like get up and go. And here's the thing, I'm like, just that little bit got you to behave differently because we make you feel different, like we allow you to show up and prioritize and whatever. Imagine when you have knowledge and yet like you're on your own at a potluck and like you're not watching my social media. There's so much, it could be so much deeper than just the surface. Yeah. This is just surface. What you see on social media is just the surface of how we can improve your life or we make you feel on it, Ma. I think inside it's you go deep and you get to really change relationships within your own life. Like it goes deeper.
I mean, and inside is like the community as well. Like you're a part of a tribe inside. You know what I mean? It's bigger, way bigger than just Jose and I. It's our members. My gosh, I remember 6 years ago, or was it 6 years ago? You said that we started online?
6 years ago. Yeah.
So with online, we brought the community group. That was a part of something that we started when we started our online program. And Jose and I had no idea what that was going to look like. We thought it'd just be selfies of her and I and what we're eating, and what we're doing, and what we're thinking. Yeah. And our members just like took it and ran with it. And it's continued to be the most positive, supportive, judgment-free place on the internet. Honestly, for a group of that size and that many different people, ages, perspectives, it's so beautiful. That community is so incredible.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's just like, that's a Facebook group. You know what I mean? And it can have a small piece. Yeah, it could have such a positive impact in your life. And again, that's like, everything's been talk about perception lately, but I'm like, even just that, like social media, the perception of social media and how people have like a perception that it's like bad and negative. And I'm like, I don't have that perception. I'm not in a circle of negativity in my social media. That's not where I landed, that's not what I created. And so I think that's it, you guys. Like your perception, like there's so many other things happening on the other side of your perception. Like the perception, it's bad. What if it's good? What if there's good things that could be happening here that could really add value to your life? So that's like the Facebook thing. But for me, a big part of it is our course. I'm like, our course is like knowledge that I use every day. I use that knowledge every day. I practice it every day, And even our members, like I realize how our members that have been members for a long time, they forget that course sometimes. And I'm like, you have to go back to it. You have to have that like reminder of like, oh, I forgot that, I forgot that piece, or I needed to be retold that I'm not broken. And I needed to be retold how a body loses weight. I needed to like relearn, because we keep changing and adjusting and learning. We keep changing. Like 40s, 30s, 50s, 60s, like we keep changing. So we need that reminder sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's talk about what it's like inside the membership then. Okay. let's talk about that. Okay. So Alicia told me that someone reached out to her and what did she say inside the, oh no, about the salad. What do I do? Oh, what do I do tomorrow morning?
Yeah, it was so funny. I actually had two messages. One was about salad. Again, like you just like watch us on social and you like saw me eat a salad yesterday at the restaurant, but it's like I want to tell you guys, I'm not eating salad because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm eating a salad because I actually love that salad.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's delicious. And no, I did not put dressing on the side. Absolutely not. But someone messaged me. It was like, okay, I joined. Now what? And I saw their message come in and I checked. They joined at 7:09 last night. And at 7:14, they sent me a message. And then she was like, just kidding. Found the course. I'm good.
Okay.
So
I love that. I love this.
I know. She was like, I panicked. And she was like, now what? She gave me all her details, her age, how much weight she wanted to lose. Not even kidding.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah. And, but then she was like, oh my gosh, I panicked. I'm just like so anxious about it. But I guess, again, I understand because you click join for your weight loss. And if you're clicking join for Weight Watchers, you know, that means, okay, tomorrow I will be counting points.
Yeah.
You purchase a meal plan on the internet. You know, tomorrow you will be following the meal plan. Yeah. You purchase a juice cleanse. You know, tomorrow you will only be drinking juice. Yeah. You join the gym. You know, tomorrow you will pretend that you're going to the gym. You get it, right?
Yeah.
So when you click join for your weight loss, it's just you're like, now what?
And I mean, okay, guys, clearly you get an email that says, hello, start here. Like we do tell, yeah, welcome. Here's step one. Okay. So we do give you step by step of like, this is how you start your weight loss. And it's like, there is a course. Here's the link to the course. You go, you log into your account. So you have an account on our website once you're a member. And then you have access to the 3-phase starter program. Well, you're phase 1. Hello. And it's like, I watched the video of phase 1. In the video, we tell you exactly what you should be prioritizing as your first month as a Your Way Weight Loss member. Just like probably if you join Weight Watchers, you get like, here's how many points you should be eating, do this thing. Like it just tells you what to do. It's the same thing. We're going to tell you what to do. But it's so like, is that it? You know, it's always like, is that it? And I'm like, yes, trust me. It is a lot. Like you have to listen to things and like take it in and like, there's learning here. No.
Yeah. So we broke it down into 3 phases, guys. So like month 1 is phase 1. Your only job is to watch the entire course. Yeah. There's reflection sheets that go with it. There's prompting. But what happens is you guys get excited and you don't always keep your eyes on your own page, or you go back and just, you click join to Your Way Weight Loss, but then you start eating cottage cheese. Yes. That's what you did last time you were on a diet. You're getting mixed up again. Your Way Weight Loss is for creating weight loss, not being on a diet.
You're getting mixed up again.
We see
you're it. You're getting confused again.
You're getting confused again. You're dieting. So we are not dieting. We are learning. And if you just took in content every single day and committed to watching the duos, taking in the course, reflecting, you would lose weight.
Yeah.
100%.
For me, someone sent me a message like, okay, so if I join, what do I do tomorrow? I eat salad tomorrow? Like, what do I do? And I was like, oh no. And I said, you know what? I didn't know. I said, absolutely no salad, LOL. And I said, you would take in you would do phase 1 of the starter program. And basically that would tell you to calm the fuck down and listen to the course. Okay. And then I said to her, you know what? I think that whatever I'm saying right now is like, not really like explaining, you know, like, I think that people are like, what does that mean? Oh my God, I'm not ready. So I sent her the link to the documentary.
Okay.
And I said, have you watched this? I'm like, no salads. Have you watched this? Because I'm like, okay, here's her perception. I want to lose weight. I need to eat salad. So I wanted to show her, we ate Tim Hortons and lost weight. So I thought if I like that I could at least change that perception from her, you know? So she's like, not yet, but I just did. And then she wrote, wow, I am speechless. And I'm like, when you're ready, come join us and you can eat Tim Hortons if you want tomorrow. Like, you know, and so for me, it's like her perception right away was weight loss and salads. And I'm like, hey, how can I prove to her in a very fun way, but also getting her to know us and know your weight loss and what we do. But that's when I realized how powerful that content is, that freaking documentary, you guys. It needs to be on Netflix. It needs to be seen way more than it is being seen, because it could change people's lives. Literally, it can change people's lives. And I don't know why people are watching other things.
Honestly,
vraiment.
I see documentaries on Netflix and our documentary is better. Like,
yes, documentaries that don't, j'ai rien accompli là. J'ai juste perdu 1 heure et demie de mon temps là.
I really feel like trending on Netflix would be an incredible moment for us and our documentary.
1,000,000%. So again, if you're listening to this and you're brand new and you're like, oh, I have connections at Netflix, please send us a message, because we're not biased. I think it's an amazing piece of content. And I think it could be trendy and trending and people could love it and be like, oh my God, like these two moms ate only Tim Hortons, at least au Canada.
I mean, you guys there's a lot of you that listen, apparently. If you have any insight on how we can get our documentary out further into the world, please let us know.
Yeah. Yes, 1,000,000%.
We don't have to go straight to Netflix. There can be other steps if you feel like that's what we need.
Okay. So basically when you join, so for me, it was like, okay, I feel like that documentary does so many things. It changes people's perception. It's very entertaining. They get to love us and know more about like who we are as humans. And then they also get to like learn about our message at Your Weight Loss, which is changing their perception ultimately. Because people do have, and us losing weight, eating only Tim Hortons, eating 125 donuts. Like, I think it's just so powerful. That's what it is.
Remember the moment that we were so fortunate. Jordan Side has been such an incredible, I don't know what to call him, just support with us. He's always given us time of day. And, you know, he's been on our podcast twice, and he actually hosted our premiere. Anyways, we were recording a podcast with him, and he obviously like knew what we were doing, but not quite really. And like the moment that we like were explaining to him exactly what we're doing, exactly how many donuts we've eaten, how much weight we'd lost, he was like, just his reaction was just
that you guys are savage. That's what he says. Like, that is badass.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was so good. So fun. I'm so proud of us for doing that. Actually, I'm like, come on, someone needs to be like, this is, and also I was talking to our PR person yesterday, and I was like, I know that I'm going in circles, and I know that I keep telling you that this documentary, but I'm like, it's the only thing that is not an opinion, and it's an experiment that a lot of people would be interested in watching. Like, it's not like, it's like, listen to these girls have a different perception of weight loss, and then it's just an opinion. Really, vraiment, everyone would have an opinion of like, I agree, I don't. This is not an agree or disagree. This is true fact. These two moms have eaten Tim Hortons and have lost weight. Like, you know what I mean? And it's something that you don't need to want to to lose weight to watch it. You don't need to, you know, it's just, it's an experiment that is interesting for a lot of people. And I'm like, we need to get more people to know that it happened, because I do think we would have more interested. So this is what I offered. I'm telling you this in front of the whole people.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't it be amazing? And I said, Canadians more, because Americans and Tim Hortons, like, they don't like connect to it as much as Canadians do. Right. And there's a reason why we chose Tim Hortons. And I said, I would love to have more conversations about the documentary with more people. So like, I'd love to have like, basically I'm like, why aren't we offering, let's say, whether it's like in Toronto or in New Brunswick or Nova Scotia, a teacher in university teaching nutrition or whatever gets her students to watch it, and we Zoom call with the class.
Ooh, that's fun.
Like, yeah, I'm like, get more people to know this exists and that this experiment happened, and let's talk about it and offer us. That's cool. That's what do teachers love most? When someone presents in their class and they have to do fuck all. That is what we love. Let's be real. Yes, I have a presenter today. They're going to watch this and do that. That's a great day, right? I just feel like maybe not high school, but university students would, like, in nutrition or in whatever, would be so interested in this. Even like in people that are in, like, not sports now, but like in that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's like calorie deficit, and like just in that area, those teachers would probably be interested in that. Like, these two moms ate Tim Hortons and lost average 2 pounds a week.
It's insane.
Pretty sure that people do not think that eating Tim Hortons would average a 2 pound a week weight loss. Why is that? And then I'm like, not even just offering, like, watch our documentary, offering us to talk to, like, to do a Q&A.
That's fun.
Because yeah, that's super fun. Like, virtually, we would do that. Yes. Create exposure for our documentary. I know we're kind of off track the topic here, but this is us talking. But I was like, you know, that presentation I did with Jules, where I was presenting me as your weight loss, and he was presenting him as an alien person that only eats plant-based. And no one cared about me. No one cared about me. Remember that presentation?
I absolutely remember this experience for you.
Okay. So no one could care less about who I am and what I do with weight loss. Okay. Because there's this human that only eats plant-based, and it's like, oh my God, we have so many questions. Okay. Where we have the same set of beliefs, him and I. Like, there are certain things that, like, what about metabolism? He's like, metabolism doesn't stop you from, like, no one's metabolism is the reason why they're, like, it was like so very your weight loss. And he's a very much pro your weight loss, right? Anyways, because being plant-based and weight loss are two separate things.
Very different conversations.
Very different conversations. The minute they heard that I ate Tim Hortons for a month,
right up.
Yeah, put right up. Ooh, what about this? Then they cared about my experience doing that. And I realized that that's more like, it's just what it is. It's society wanting more information on that piece. And I'm like, I don't care what you want me to talk about. I'll talk about so many things. But like, that for me is like, it still just proves what we do at Your Right Weight Loss. You know, it's great. It's a perfect way for us to get in. So I guess if you're from wherever, and even if you're a freaking university student and you're like, I think my class would benefit from this, I think that it would be something that you need to reach out to us for. So I don't know why we're not being, like, interviewed by podcasters and, like, you know what I mean, about this.
I don't know why we're not being interviewed by Entertainment Tonight Canada.
I agree.
I mean,
did you know? Well, I mean, an American told me this. It could be false, but that they're still showing Super Size Me in America in high school, like as a high school thing.
I feel
you
like
know
I
what I
don't
mean?
believe that.
I know. She was like, yeah, it's still like a thing that tons of people still watch and still, like, talk about and whatever. And I'm like, that is sad. And I'm like, okay, well then let's show our documentary to, like, imagine the conversation you could be having in gym class or in whatever. Like, it's so good.
And honestly, I mean, that whole Super Size Me, that made me frustrated to watch the entire documentary, because he had a message, he had a plan, and it was all skewed to, like, anyways.
He had an agenda. He had an agenda.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's like, did that work? Like, is there any documentary other than Super Size Me in America that more Americans have seen? Like, probably not. Like, that's probably one of the top watched documentaries in America. Okay.
And did that help ever?
Literally. And did that
help Americans?
No.
We're like, I think it's like a 20-year-old. It's like 20 years old. Yeah. That's like old.
Fear. It was a fear. They were trying to scare people into making different choices instead of us educating people into making choices that align with their values.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to scare people into doing something different. Like, it's just
yeah. And I think that this is what the diet industry has done, and to documentaries like that. It's literally put fear in people's brain, fear food, fear weight loss, fear weight gain. Like, we are very much a society that is like, needs a lot of trauma, work towards our trauma with food. And I think that people don't realize that is the problem behind, that is one of the problem, is the fear and the guilt and the shame of food choices. And that doesn't align with how we live our lives in 2023 of eating out. And, it's very, unless you find that balance, unless you don't have that noise and that trauma, and most people do have that fear and that trauma in their heads, and we're not getting a healthier society out of it.
Do you know that I burned my finger this morning on honey?
What do you mean?
I cooked the kids a wrap and I put it in a panini press.
Yes.
And a little bit of honey dripped on my finger, and I have an actual burn blister on the tip of my finger. So sorry to interrupt that. I had to share that with you.
You're obviously going through something here.
It was serious.
When you join and the thing is, no wonder people are like, oh, not sure it's the right time because you don't want to eat a salad tomorrow morning. And it all goes with last week's or last podcast of your perception of what weight loss needs to look like. If you are not realizing before you even join, okay, it's not that. You're going to actually go to that, like Alicia said. You're going to join. You're not even read the welcome email. You're going to go buy cottage cheese.
Yeah.
And you're going to eat a salad at lunch.
Mm-hmm. How many people think it's not the right time for me to join my diet because I don't have cucumbers, carrots, or lettuce in my fridge? And when you really say it, it's like, wow. It's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. And one of our most important messages out there, you guys, is weight loss is accessible to everyone.
Yep.
Dieting, not accessible to everyone.
Nope.
Not everyone wants to do that.
Nope.
But weight loss, accessible to everyone.
Accessible right now, you guys, today.
Right now.
In your home, at your office, in your current environment, you have access to weight loss.
Isn't that great news, everyone? Stop fighting it. It's such good news.
Great
you have access to weight loss in Turks and Caicos or in Shediac. You have access to weight loss in December, in January, and whatever. So that's why because that's my perception of weight loss, I'm like, I get so still shook by people that are like, it's not the right time. Like, for what? What are you talking about? Like, I have access to weight loss on a Sunday, on a Friday, I can choose whatever I want to choose. And just that attitude and that and the reason why we believe that is because of our knowledge and our perception of it. And our perception is based out of our knowledge behind weight loss, obviously our experience as well. But it doesn't have to look the way you think it looks. And so that's what we do, you guys.
So we just want you guys to know that when you join today, tomorrow does not mean you get up and you start eating lettuce. Tomorrow means you get up and you start to take in content. You start to reflect. You start to surround yourself with other people that are looking to achieve the same goal as you. They're looking to lose weight without dieting.
Yeah. And you are surrounding yourself with a perception that is different, that is an evolution of your current perception, like recognizing that the whole point of this is for you to challenge your current beliefs around weight loss, around yourself. And that is what you're doing. That is actually what you're trying to accomplish to be able to have weight loss as a byproduct of that. So you need to challenge your beliefs. You need to challenge your past actions. You need to challenge your thoughts in order for you to be able to create weight loss for yourself in this way. All right, that was a great talk, everyone. Again, we are in the last stretch of our summer program, which is a 4-month membership. So let's say you joined today. Today we're May 22nd. It would bring you right to September 22nd, which is such a cool time to. It's not the wrong time because it's summer. It's not the right time to diet in the summer. You are so right, but you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. It doesn't matter what month it is. And we really want to change and challenge that for you, challenge that belief. And there's no better time than right now. So join us. Okay, bye.